Welcome, folks, to the Dipping Fries podcast. I am your host for today, Dippy147, and I am joined by the other host, fryguy. We missed a week. We missed one, but that's okay because we're doing this one.
Well, we didn't miss a week because it's leap year, I think.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's leap year.
So,
Well, that's because we were trying to plan stuff with Conroll, but we kept we kept like going way too late.
yeah, I think
But anyway,
the leap year kind of took effect and made everything
leap
a little
years
crazy.
suck. Leap years suck. I hate leap years. We should abolish leap years.
There should
Did you know that if we added a week, we would probably abolish leap years? Like, just
probably
if we just added a day to the week, we could probably just get rid of that
yeah.
just on our
I
calendars.
never I never okay. I don't know. It's probably just because I haven't researched it, but I never really understood the concept of a leap year. It's like what is that? What is that? All I
It's
know is that
it's
there's just one more day in February.
if you like look up the reason, it's probably some bullshit about the sun or whatever. But the sun cycle. But I honestly, genuinely think leap years and daylight savings and all that stuff is just like errors that the Roman calendar created that we just
Yeah.
never fucking fixed. And we're just now living with it.
Aristotle was just looking up in the sky. Was like, what is that?
I don't think Aristotle was Roman.
He was well. There's a statue of him, so
There is a stat. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
obviously everybody who has a statue made out of them was at least like 1% Roman.
Yeah, that's true. Columbo. There's a bronze Columbo statue, and so that means Peter Falk was at least 1% Roman, and so was his dog.
Yeah, Roman
His
dog.
dog was 1% Roman as well.
Do not tell. I'm not gonna make that joke.
But anyways,
No, but yeah.
so
I would assume there should at least be a mascot for leap years. Like there should be a frog.
there should be a frog.
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe
You
like
think it should
corporatize
be
it a little bit.
a corporatized frog
Yeah.
for the leap year mascot? That'd be really funny. You know how like you wear green or whatever on St. Patrick's Day, or you wear, I don't know, Christmas shit on near Christmas time.
Yeah.
We should all just wear frog stickers on the leap year in February.
It's just this uncanny frog sticker that your kindergarten teacher hands out and you just wear on
You
the
know
side of
that
your shirt.
you know that one image of like the school PE ranking. So how did you feel in class today? And the middle image is
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just-
scary as fuck. That's what the frog should look like.
It should just be that image, but like green.
Yeah. And like instead of having the eyes in the middle, it just has like two little fuck ass frog eyes.
You don't even have to make it a frog. Just like make the regular one green.
Dude, imagine everybody in a function wearing that sticker. Imagine going to the flea market and seeing a little pin with that image on it
I'm gonna think this
on
is like
everybody's
a.
shirts.
I think it's just a globalized cult. Like who made that? That will be lost to time in like 100 years. There'll be like
They call themselves the Leapists.
the Leapists. There'll be like
Leapism.
there'll be like a video made by like Lemino's grandson about the Leapists.
Lemino's grandson.
Yeah. And then they'll make one on the Leapists.
Has Lemino released any videos recently? I swear, like, he just
uploads-
disappeared from my recommended.
Him and H Bomber guy upload like once a year probably.
Okay.
Um
No, H-Bomber guy hasn't even posted a video since his plagiarism thing.
yeah.
Apparently he's working on a new one though, and it's about a topic that might be pretty interesting. So
Hopefully. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded in a year.
I don't think I've watched a Lemino video since the the Jack the Ripper thing.
I have not watched the Let Me Know video before.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Not even the cicada video?
Nope. I keep getting
The
recommended that
videos
one. I know I
the
have to.
videos get the videos get better in quality, but I think they get more boring as he goes on. You know?
Yeah.
The Jack the Ripper one was like trying to like be all positional about it, but it means that there was a lot of like dead space and stuff. And I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a great video and it's a really well produced video, but I just it loses a lot of the I don't know. Maybe it's just an attention span problem, but we were talking about it before the podcast. I got through Oppenheimer just fine, so maybe who knows?
To be fair, I
Um,
mean, Let Me Know does all this himself. He makes his own music, does all of
yeah,
that. So
you gotta cut him some slack.
yeah. But five. Wow. He has a 5 million sub Q&A. That's 16 minutes. Interesting.
It's we should do a Q and A. We should have a dipping fries Q&A.
We should have a
Um,
dipping price. I feel like all the questions would be just stupid. It's gonna be like, are the glimbos glopping? And it's like, bro, shut up.
can you rank your top 5 Moody's from
Yeah,
worst to best?
I know Trashy's gonna probably say that, and I'm just like, get out. You're
I don't
done.
think Trashy likes Moody very much.
You know what? Maybe I might ask that question, and you can have it as a
Yeah,
guess, and
yeah.
I'll ask that question.
Okay, Trashy. So, what are your top 5 Moody's, ranking from worst to best? It's like a BuzzFeed quiz.
And then later on, you get in the news, a woman has bombed the local KFC.
Tell us your top 5 Moody munchers, and we'll tell you what your personality is.
Yeah, we'll give you your zodiac sign based off of your moody consumption.
We'll tell you. We can guess your enneagram based on how many Moody's you've munched. Um,
Let me see your.
no.
Yeah, we'll like measure like the depth of your teeth to see like how many Moody's you've munched and see if you're like a real, if you're a real
It's
one.
like it's like when you test how old trees are and you measure the rings to see how many years there are. Like that. It'll be like that. You're measuring how many moody inlets there are on your teeth.
Geriatric ass tree.
Skinniest motherfucking tree ever, but it has like a billion rings.
No, literally. I wonder if there's just like a whole like. I wonder if there's like a whole like community in YouTube with that's just about trees.
That's basically just the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's old as shit, but it's super skinny.
True, true. Well, the true meaning of Christmas? Fuck that. Feed that fucking tree. It's skinny as hell.
Water that bitch,
I'm
damn.
saying. Y'all putting ornaments and stuff in. No. We love Charlie Brown though.
No, we do love Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is goated. We like Charlie Brown. It's been a really long time since I've seen anything Peanuts related.
True. I
Um,
think the last thing I can remember, besides the yearly, the yearly Charlie Brown specials they play, is like the Peanuts movie. Didn't they make a
I
second
don't
one?
know if I've seen the. I don't know if I've seen the Peanuts movie. I know I've seen the Christmas special. I think I saw the Thanksgiving special, and that's honestly the only reason I know what the Peanuts are. That and like the fuck ass newspaper comics that like
Hmm.
that nobody reads anymore because nobody reads newspapers anymore.
Yeah. Well, I know one guy at work at the Starbucks I work at. He's like old, but like he comes in every day. He reads the newspaper, has a coffee.
We used to do newspapers, but I don't know. We stopped, and I only ever liked them because of the little comic blips.
I mean, we have
Um,
like Keemstar and Philip DeFranco now, so
yeah, that gives us just as much, if not more, entertainment than the fucking comic blips. Just watching people crash out.
yeah. Even if some stuff is wrong, it's just like, well, he said the N word, so
Petty internet drama is like our version of the gladiator ring.
no, literally. Just like
Speaking
the
of petty internet drama, One of the topics we had on for this one was the Markiplier hate wave, which I did not know that happened. So, fryguy, take it away. What is the
Ooh.
context?
So this is very interesting. I'll try my best to explain everything because it's been like a month, but the general consensus of the drama is that Markiplier. And what's funny, this drama isn't with anybody, but it's with Markiplier and AI. So, in his
Oh,
friend Ethan Nestor, if, ever people, I don't know how many people know of Ethan Nestor,
I might
but
know what you're talking about.
um, yeah, yeah. But in one of Ethan Nestor's latest videos, um, he uses he uses AI, um, or he like asks ChatGPT to make about a few ideas or whatever, um, and
Uh huh.
I guess Markiplier did too, and I guess they were like mad at Mark for doing so, for using ChatGPT. So they pretty much lambasted him. The internet was lambasting him over it, so much so that he had to make an entire live stream talking about, like, trying to explain himself about the whole
I
thing with
think I
AI.
I think I actually watched that live
And
stream
pretty
though.
much the whole thing was
I
pretty
wasn't really
much
paying attention, but
yeah, yeah. But pretty much the whole thing was just, first of all, I think he says the AI in of itself isn't really AI. It's more machine learning, but like AI is the term they use because it's marketable and stuff like that. But pretty much he was just saying that AI being used, there is like good use for AI, but what should be dealt with and what should be regulated is the way AI is used. Which, in the way AI is used now, is taking um, all pre-existing images and things on the internet and then learning based off of that, when it should be learned in a different way. And that's pretty much all he was explaining in the live stream.
mhm.
uh, but people, Twitter was going crazy, and they were like, "Oh, Markiplier fell off. Oh, Markiplier did
Mm.
this. Oh, Markiplier did that." And it got so crazy because, man, I remember seeing this like every single day, just checking on Instagram. Just it was like I saw at least like a good 2 to 3 posts of just like people lambasting Markiplier. It got so bad to where people were going to previous videos that Markiplier has made that doesn't even pertain to AI, and we're just like ripping on him. So he had a video he made about a year or two ago called "I'm Tired," where um, he was pretty much just talking about how, like, what he was up to and all the things he's been doing and all that type of stuff. And then people, for some reason, tried to make an argument that, oh, YouTubers when they have to work and stuff like that, and it's like that had nothing to do with the video whatsoever. And
Mhm.
it's gone from like basic criticism, which the criticism was stupid.
So basically, what you're saying is that people were just lambasting Markiplier and trying to like psychoanalyze him for some really dumb, petty shit about ChatGPT because people are against AI now.
Yeah,
And
they were pretty much just hating based off the fact that he used AI and then thought that he supported it, when he was pretty much saying that he supports the good uses of AI that is used in like the medical field and stuff like that. But he's not like, but
yeah,
he just doesn't like the way AI learns, which is ripping off from
yeah.
pre-existing
This is
sources.
this is actually surprisingly a topic I'm pretty passionate about because I completely agree with him. I think that there are absolutely really good uses of AI, but what is happening is I think that AI companies like OpenAI and whoever owns Midjourney,
Hmm.
all those people, I think they've kind of just abandoned ethics entirely. They don't care about how much resources they're using. They don't care about the artists they're stealing from. They're just taking as much information as they possibly can from anywhere they can find, and
Yeah.
basically just like uh, putting it into this like slop generator, basically.
And what?
And part of the reason I'm so passionate about it is because there was a YouTuber I really liked recently called Local Script Man. I think I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned him in the last video. He was a really good writing advice YouTuber who was sort of slowly falling off the deep end, and
Mm-hmm.
then he made this AI video where he doesn't really like promote AI in this sense of like of uh of like, hey, I think this thing is good and I think we should all be using it, but he posits this idea that it's going to like lead to a creative meritocracy, which
Mm-hmm.
basically means that like it's all going to all of your effort is going to be meaningless if everybody can just generate their ideas, and so the problem is no longer going to be well, let's see who's the best at art. The problem is going to be, well, let's see who has the best ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot to be said about that, and there's a lot of problems with that. But that sparked this whole little tirade I had of just finding problems with AI and little arguments and stuff like that. And this was before. I think this is the reason that that guy went on his little mental breakdown thing. But
Mm-hmm.
then after that is when I saw the Markiplier thing, and I saw that people were like shitting on him for using ChatGPT. Um, the thing about ChatGPT that I think pisses people off is that it is pretty resource heavy. It does use a lot of water and shit. I
Mm-hmm.
also think that that a lot of like schools are seriously not benefiting from ChatGPT. I think
Yeah.
that they've kind of created an economy where professors and students are relying on it a lot in a
Yeah.
way that it's not really relying on the thing to write the questions and relying on it to write the answers as opposed to
Mm-hmm.
just using it as Google too, which
Yeah.
most people are using ChatGPT as Google too, and that's
Yep.
fine. So there are absolutely applicable ways to do it, but the second you consider it as a replacement for art, that's a problem. That's not what
Yeah.
Markiplier was doing at
Yeah.
all, and
And
that's why he did that stream.
it sucks
Um,
that he had to do that stream though, because it's like
yeah,
people just
because he had the
automatically.
fact that he has to proclaim that information because people are so mad about this, and they're rightfully mad, but not at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, wasn't his video with Ethan Nestor about it like way before any of the shit started really picking up, or am I crazy? Um,
Um.
Because I
I
swear
think
all
it
of the
was.
AI stuff they did was like before 2024, I think.
I think they referenced it. I think it was. I think that one of those videos was referenced about how like Markiplier claimed like, hey, this is gonna get really crazy in a few years. And it turns out up that he was right. I believe the main video, was one of Ethan Nestor's more recent videos. Again, this was like a month ago,
Hmm.
so I'd have to go back and clarify that. So it might
If
have
they're
been, but
if they're doing that to Markiplier, why aren't they doing it to Alex O'Connor? Um, granted, O'Connor's a philosophy YouTuber, so he actually like will be able to like do a more philosophical argument against it. But he does videos with ChatGPT all the time. So if
I
we're
bet his,
if we're doing it for the one guy, why aren't we doing it for the other?
well, their audiences are different too, which is a
The
thing.
audiences are different, but
Um,
I don't know. It feels very weird that a lot of the it just feels weird because Markiplier is very popular. I think I know a lot
yeah,
of people who know who Markiplier is, even if they don't watch videos. More people know who Markiplier is than Alex O'Connor, so that might be it.
yeah,
But
and that's the annoying thing about it though, because it's like this guy has been rather, and I might be glazing here, but whatever, I am. But like, I would say he's been probably like one of the most genuine people ever. He's, I, I don't know. It's so funny how like people will switch up, and again is like what made it even more annoying was when they started detracting from like that, the whole AI conversation, and then tried to look for other things to bring up so they can be like, "Whoa, Markiplier's always been a dirtbag," and it's just so annoying. And it's just like
yeah,
these people never actually care. They just go in an
because we
uproar.
have mountains of evidence to the contrary. Also, when I mentioned Alex O'Connor, I'm not calling him out. I just, if we're calling out one
Yeah.
YouTuber, we should probably call out other YouTubers for doing
No,
the same
true.
thing.
Because
I
I
like
mean,
that guy's videos.
I've seen, yeah, I've seen other YouTubers, even like promote AI and stuff. Like Caleb Hammer, the guy who runs the
Oh
financial
yeah,
audit show. He literally promoted an entire thing that like uses like a deep fake AI. Oh, I shouldn't say deep fake. That's a bit of a buzzword, but it uses like an you can use like an AI recording of yourself, and then like you can use that to like promote ads and stuff. So then you don't have to like hire a bunch of other people to do it. He promoted one of those, and there wasn't any uproar on that because it's just like his audience is just different. Um, so I don't know. It's just kind of annoying, and it's just like this goes to show that these people were never really fans of him in the first place.
yeah.
And
I
this
think that it might be a little bit of the popular thing bad fallacy, but
yeah.
maybe
Um,
to a lesser extent.
yeah, but I don't know. All that stuff is stupid, and the issue, and the big thing is about the AI art thing you were saying. What I really hate about that is that it's gotten so good that like it's in some cases it's kind of just hard to distinct unless or it's just kind of hard to see unless you're actually like actively looking for the faults. So like on Pinterest,
Yeah,
there's a lot of AI art on Pinterest, which is crazy. So much so, there's so much AI art that instead of like removing it, because there probably would be a lot more difficult to set in like an automation thing to kind of just get rid of it. That leads to a lot of other issues, at least other issues. Instead, they just have a thing to where it marks the image as AI modified if it is, and it's crazy
hmm
how many like things I'll save or how many like art pieces I'll save and then go back to check on it and then look and go, oh,
and
it's
see
actually,
the AI
yeah,
label
and it's
after
like,
that.
oh,
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
yeah, yeah. I can see Pinterest being bad about that. Yeah, no, I really hope that the philosophical problems hold us together because I don't know. There are a lot of people who just don't really see the problem with it, and if they do, they don't actually fucking care. And then there's the people who are like, hands on their knees, like glazing AI all over the place. And it really sucks because everybody sees AI getting good, and the thing becomes okay, well now I can't tell what is and isn't AI. But as somebody who's a creative, as somebody who actually makes shit, that sucks because it's like, well, now what if my job gets replaced? What if,
Yeah,
not even in the economical sense of, oh yeah, well I'm just gonna have to find another job, but in the creative sense of, oh, the labor of love that I get to put into making this art piece is slowly but surely being invalidated and being turned inferior to the thing. And I'm glad that people are so avidly against AI because of the fact that the philosophical connection is there. They don't
yeah,
like seeing artists be so discouraged, and they don't
yeah,
like seeing people's jobs being ripped away from them. But with that in mind, I think that the internet has a really, really bad switch up problem where, people just sort of see one thing that's mildly controversial about anybody and they'll instantly switch up. And whereas for most people, it kind of takes a while for them to really, not for most people, but it should take a while for you to switch up on someone. And I think that
yeah. And
I have
even then,
my
that's
little
not
theories.
really.
I think what
Sorry.
happened to Markiplier was just the switch up phenomenon happening
Yeah,
again.
pretty much. And which even then in a scenario to where it would take a long time to switch up on somebody, that's not necessarily switching up. That's just having a valid reason to not support somebody anymore. But it's just like with something like this, it's automatically use AI
Markiplier used
bad.
Chat GPT. Okay, I'm switching up. He sucks now. Oh, he said
Yeah,
he's against it. Okay, we're actually cool with him now.
yeah, and like and this is like this is the internet just kind of has like a lack of context problem to where it's just like nobody wants to look into anything but will instantly but want to have an opinion about everything, and like that's not a great way to go about things. And this is a bit of a I wouldn't say black pilling, but maybe like semi black pilling, gray pilling, right? Hazel
hmm
pilling for all the Google fans. But I would say one big thing that I'll definitely say about the internet is that like aesthetics are everything, and it really does not matter um, beyond that unless depending on whatever it is. But like the way something is presented or the way something is seen is much more important than any sort of substance it actually has.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a real thing. It's like if you are confidently and I don't know, if you're presenting your take in a way that is in like a very eye-catching way, in a way that people enjoy, in a way that people appreciate, even if it is genuinely the worst take in the world, people are going to like low-key want to agree with it because you're presenting it that way, you know?
yeah, yeah. And I don't mean to like use this example over and over again because it's just kind of whatever at this point. But again, it's the same thing I said with like Tommy Innit and like his switch up with like Logan Paul and stuff, where it's like he was hanging with him after the Suicide Forest thing, after the during actually I would say he was making videos with him during the Crypto Zoo stuff, and it's like
Mhm.
nobody said anything there. As soon as he switches up on Logan Paul because he gets ghosted and it starts calling starts dragging him on Twitter and everything, everybody's all like, "Oh, W Tommy, oh Tommy's so cool," oh, and it's like, "Oh, well, y'all don't want to
Yeah.
look back at that other
it,
stuff
it
and then be
really
like,
just feels
oh,
like a little publicity stunt.
yeah," and it's just like because he's on the right side of the internet, it's like nobody's gonna really look into that. They're just kind of look at, oh, good guy dragging bad guy or objective bad guy, so good guy good, even though and at least into the eyes of people who try to look at things logically, Tommy Innit seems like a hypocrite. Um, so yeah, it's honestly just kind of sucks how things work like that.
Yeah, I
So it's a
honestly
little
think
annoying to
that
see.
where Tom, of course, where Tommy Unit goes wrong is like shitting on him on Twitter and all that. But like if you are in a situation where you have to switch up, where like one of your friends ends up being exposed as a bad person, um, and even if you're not like super close with them, you don't need to make a statement about it
No,
basically. Like
literally,
you
literally.
could when you're asked about it, you could just be like, oh yeah, well he was one of my colleagues, you can be cold about it and not be angry about it. You don't need
No,
to
yeah,
automatically
like
do this. And that's I think that's fortunately enough, I think that's what happened with a lot of people when the Carson situation happened was
yeah,
there was the initial burst and everybody gave a sort of statement, and a lot of those
yeah.
statements were just, oh yeah, no, I didn't really know him that well. It sucks.
It's
Damn.
like, yeah, thank you for your riveting commentary, bro. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think one of the only people who didn't say any, I think I couldn't tell you for sure, but like I think one person didn't say anything until a while later was Jay Schlatt
Yeah,
because
and Jay Schlatt came out with a whole video about it too. And Jay Schlatt's video
yeah,
wasn't like lambasting him or anything. Jay Schlatt's video
no,
was like, "Dog, you need help, and this is what happened, and here's why."
yeah, and then Carson was like, no, so then he was
It
like,
wasn't.
okay,
It wasn't. It wasn't like overly negative. It was just a raw. This is what happened. Here's how I feel about it. I'm sorry. There wasn't. That is not a video that's like filled with anger or hate or anything. That's a video
yeah,
that you watch and you just get like mildly sad.
yeah,
And that's the kind of statement that you need if you're in a situation where you got to switch up.
yeah,
Not
exactly.
this instant, okay, well, this guy supports this thing, and we know that now definitively for sure. Totally nothing is wrong with it in our theory, so we're going to run with it.
Yeah, and again, that's it's a thing. It's like I don't. It's not necessarily that Jay Schlatt switched up. It's just he had a valid reason to not really associate himself with Carson anymore. So it's not seen as him being like two faced or betraying him or anything. It's just like, bro, dog, you need help.
He had a
You should
valid
get some
reason,
help.
and then he
Yeah,
presented that valid reason, and he presented it with grace.
exactly,
Grace
exactly.
that I don't think people have on the internet very much.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing you can do is just not say anything. A lot of one situation a lot of people don't remember is the situation with the YouTuber named Yami Mash. Now Yami Mash was like one of these. Oh, he was pretty much an up and coming YouTuber around Markiplier's time. He was collabing with Mark. He was collabing with Jack and like all those others. But
Hmm.
some allegations came out about him, texting and like flirting with a 14-year-old girl. And what's so funny to me about that situation, I'm not trying to promote or anything, but I did make a video about it. But
Hmm.
what's annoying about that situation is that like people dragged Keemstar about that, and I think
Hmm.
this because this was during, I think this was just during like the massive Keemstar hate wave. But like
Hmm.
he talked about that situation, and like everybody was all like, "Oh, Keemstar ruined Yami Mash's career. Keemstar, you ruined it." It's like, no, he didn't. He just presented all the information, and in the text messages, Yami Mash legit admitted to flirting with a 14-year-old girl. And Keemstar just mentioned that, but for some reason, everybody thinks Keemstar ended Yami Mash's career when Yami Mash himself admitted that he did flirt with a 14-year-old girl, and that's
Yeah.
what happened. And then,
That
uh,
that
sorry, go
one
ahead.
might honestly be more out of like malice for Keemstar than it is actually giving a fuck about the Yami Mash situation. I think
No,
that
yeah,
people just think Keemstar sucks. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree, but
no, he does,
you
but it's
can't
just like,
pin
yeah,
all of this on him just because of that. You know, like
yeah,
he might be an
again,
asshole, but you
yeah,
don't have to make up lies about him.
yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like aesthetics are everything, and it's just because the aesthetic for Keemstar at the time was just to be, hateful towards him. Nobody really actually looked at the situation logically, even though that he was, Yami Mash was in the wrong in that situation. But what I was trying to, what I trying to push towards was that Markiplier was like heavily associated with Yami Mash. Funny fun fact: Yami Mash was actually the one who recommended Markiplier to play Five Nights at Freddy's. So if you go to
Really?
Markiplier's first FNAF video, he literally says Yami Mash showed him the game, so he's gonna go, and that's why he played it. But even from when that situation was going down, Markiplier didn't say anything. He just moved on and stopped associating him. In fact, I think everybody just didn't say anything and just moved on and let Yami Mash's channel die.
Hmm.
Um, he's still trying to upload now, but he's not cracking views
Yeah,
as he
I
should
just
be.
looked at his I just looked at his
Like,
fucking
go back to
YouTube
work.
channel. It's my
Go back to work.
birthday. I
Nobody
got
cares.
fired. I've lost my mind 1 month ago.
I'm
I'm trying 1 month ago. I fasted for 36 hours 1 month ago. Hi, 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's like, bro, just stop. Go to work, bro.
Yeah, just put the fries in the bag, go to work,
Put the fries
support
in the
your
bag.
family, whatever.
Yeah, you were trying to you were flirting with a 14-year-old at the time, dog. Like, you're done. Okay, go ahead and log off.
You got caught. Now redeem yourself quietly with no
Exactly.
screen.
Exactly. You don't get the famous YouTube channel anymore. You're done.
You're done.
Uh, so, but again,
I wish more people who got exposed for doing stuff actually took that into consideration.
no, yeah, like that's the funny thing too. How everybody like these people like are so addicted to the internet, and I guess like in a way we are too, but we're not bad people. So, but people like so these people who like do really bad things are so addicted to the internet that they'll just be back. They'll be back in some way. Whether they're gonna try to like reclaim their former glory, or they'll just be on the internet as like a different channel under a new alias that we might never know. But like these people never leave the internet. Truly, truly, at the very least.
Hmm.
Maybe Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles isn't really a bad person.
I don't
Um,
remember who Jenna Marbles is. I'm not gonna lie.
makeup YouTuber. She had some old edgy content back then where she did some blackface. Then she really hated herself for it and
Oh,
left.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, the thing, she pretty much canceled herself essentially. Nobody was really mad at her. She just didn't like it and she left the internet. But
Oh,
yeah,
honestly, like low key, that's like the best way to go. If you're gonna
no,
go, that's
yeah,
the best way to do it. Is just being like,
I'm
"Hey, I did this thing. I'm gonna leave because I don't want to do this. Bye, guys."
yeah, I'm more than confident that like there probably would have been a Jenna Marbles hate wave had she not left the internet. Like
Yeah,
I'm very
probably.
confident that there would have been some sort of hate
Do
wave had
you
she
no
not done it
here no?
herself.
This begs the question: do you think she could come back
Yeah, for a
if
little
that was gonna
bit.
be a case? Okay.
I think Twitter will be mad, but I have seen like tons of people say,
Fucking
"Oh, we want Jenna Marbles
who
back."
cares about Twitter? That website's gonna fade away in like the next 5 years.
True, true. Just be Grok arguing with Grok.
The more and more I see people who have blue sky accounts, the happier it makes me. I really just want Twitter to slowly die.
No, for real.
I want it to get to the point where all of the traffic that is on Twitter is just from bots. You know,
Dude, I would love to just
I
see.
want the dead internet theory to be true, but only exclusively on Twitter, so that we can all collectively move to blue sky, salute ourselves, and then shut up about it. I hate
No,
Twitter
for
so
real.
much.
I would love to see. It would be so funny just seeing like random like basement dwelling weirdos just arguing with random robots. Like that'd be so funny. They just don't even think that
like
they're arguing with a
the
bot.
one famous person's account like just starts arguing with these weird like political aggregators, and everybody's like, what the hell are you doing? And then it's just like, oh wait, this guy's not actually a real person. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's like
what?
that'd be so funny, bro. That'd be awesome. It's like it's like a weird version, alternative version of like uh I forgot the name of the freaking game. What is it called? It's
What's it about?
it's I know like part of the name. It's like Sona, not Sona.
Sona,
No, it's
sonar.
Sonar, not Sonar. It's about a guy gets his brain, has like a brain tumor or something, gonna die, but gets his consciousness transported to the future. Um, what can I literally just, how can I not remember the name of this?
Cyberpunk. Soma.
Soma, yeah. Soma, that's what it is. It's like an all weird alternative ending of Soma, where it's just like
Yeah.
they're all robots talking to each other.
I've
Never
never
exactly.
played Soma.
Soma is disturbing. Not disturbing. It's just dark as hell. Uh,
Would you recommend?
yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely.
Rate 1 to 10.
10, like easily.
All
You
right.
would love Soma if you played it. You would love Soma. It's dark as hell
I
though.
might, I might, I might, I might, I might
Yeah,
play it. Is it on PS4 or
it
consoles?
should be. It should be.
Okay.
Um, Let me see. Soma PS4. Soma platforms. Yeah, it's on PlayStation. Yeah, you'll love Soma
Okay.
if you play it.
Okay. Um, I have to piss. And I'm too lazy to come up with a smooth transition to the next part of the podcast.
Just
So
play
I'm
like
gonna go
a
piss.
just play like a what?
I just annihilated like 3 whole moths in my bathroom just now. I absolutely murked those fuckers. They, man. Anyways, what
Did
were
you
we talking about?
did you shoot him or something?
No, I just hit them with an empty can of mouthwash.
Sick. Just boom. Dude, imagine there's like a bug activist like getting mad right now. You should have let them outside.
Is
Shut
there
up,
such a
Bertha.
thing as a bug activist? The fucking window's open. If they wanted to be outside, they could go outside.
No, literally. It's like, why would you willingly go into this weird chamber of like multiple squares and corners and doors and be like, I'm gonna get out of this alive. Leave, bro. I don't understand bugs.
They
Yeah,
were attracted by the smell of my fat ass and found out that it was going to be their death. Anyways, um,
sure, sure. I bet there's a bug
what were you
activist.
yapping about?
Uh, uh, I feel like in a way the Roblox situation is starting to die out. I'm seeing less and less
It is.
videos.
I'm seeing less and less about it too.
Yeah,
It makes me a little sad because I feel like it's a relevant issue that needs to be talked about, but
I think
clearly
so.
Roblox is not interested in talking about it.
No, yeah. So it sucks, but
It sucks.
what really sucks about it is that like people just won't stop playing Roblox, and it's just because a lot of the kids are gonna keep playing Roblox because they probably
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know the
the,
situation.
stopping playing Roblox is never going to happen. What we wanted was the platform to get better, so we didn't have to stop playing. But
Yeah,
um, I guess those were some big dreams or whatever, man. SMH,
yeah. SMH my head.
SMH my
Also,
head.
speaking of SMH my head, the MCU makes me SMH my head so many times.
I watched Thunderbolts. Um, and Thunderbolts was legitimately a good movie.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that it's something that it's not like gonna bring it back or anything, but it was a nice breath of fresh air to have a movie that
Hmm.
was actually good. Because
Yeah,
the movies they've been releasing recently were not good. Um,
like
how many MCU movies have you seen, Fry Guy?
a lot. Um, when it comes to a lot of the ones made in like the last 4 years, I wouldn't say I've seen a lot, but I've seen all of the Avengers movies. I've seen
Okay.
that garbage Captain Marvel movie. I've seen
Yep.
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I've seen all the Captain America movies. I've seen all the Spider-Man movies. Um, I would say I've seen quite a bit of. I've seen the Doctor Strange movies. Both of them. The second one was trash, but
Second one was a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie. There were some
I
parts that were good and some parts that were just weird.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like it. It's rather forgettable to me.
That could
But
actually be a pretty fun podcast idea. I don't know if we have the time to do it here, but to go through and rank all the MCU movies.
yeah, I don't know. I'm a rather average movie enjoyer, so it's like I feel like I question my own like legitimacy of like understanding, or like I sometimes I question my like ability to detect what is and isn't a good movie. Because I hear some people say the original Avengers isn't good, and I'm just like, huh? Was this all
I
trash to
I
begin
I
with? Like,
I I don't know. I don't know about that. I've always thought the original Avengers was really good, and
no, yeah,
I
true.
think I have a pretty good eye for movies. So, um,
Yeah,
because the thing is, the original Avengers is like I don't know. I think it's probably the best Joss Whedon movie. Like, I don't think Joss Whedon has a movie that tops the Avengers, and I know that's not a super high bar, but it's a good movie. You
yeah,
know.
I really liked it.
So yeah. I think I've seen actually all of the MCU movies, with the exception of the old 2000, 2000s Hulk movie. I haven't seen that one. And
I've seen
then,
that a couple times, but I was like super young when I last saw those.
I never saw that one. I've never seen The Incredible Hulk. And then I also haven't seen, I haven't seen a couple of the shows, and I haven't seen, what is it? What is it? Ant-Man 3. Those are the only ones that I haven't seen so far.
Oh, I forgot there's an Ant-Man 3. Oh, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that the Ant-Man movies are like their most forgettable movies.
I
They're
do not care about that guy, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. You're not an Avenger.
the first one is cute. It's like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, it's like
I Here's the thing is that I don't know. I have a weird bias when it comes to this stuff because I don't usually watch movies that I don't enjoy. Like even some of the worst movies here, I still find little ways to enjoy them. So maybe I need like an equalizer to be here and tell me, hey, no, these movies are trash. This sucked, and here's why.
no, yeah, there are just
So yeah,
movies
that
that
could
are just
actually be a really
like
fun video idea.
yeah, there are just movies that are just like absolute butt cheeks, like this
Yeah,
Pacific Rim Uprising. Oh, I hated that movie. That movie sucked ass, bro.
I haven't seen either of the Pacific Rim movies. I know the
Dude, you gotta
first one
see,
is
dude,
good.
you have to see the first one. It's freaking peak, bro. They do this thing to where it's like, with some of the robots fighting. I know a lot of some of the fans might get mad at me for saying robots. The Jaegers, fighting. They have like this. They have like a Chinese one, and then they have like a one made by the Russians. And then like when the Chinese one was fighting, it had like this Chinese trap music. But then when the Soviet one was fighting, they switched to like Soviet music, and it's just like that was
I,
super peak.
I I know the movie is good, but I'm not gonna lie. You sound like you sound like a kid talking about about his favorite show right now.
Dude, okay, okay. All I could really
That that
say,
that that just that I no, that's good though. That just speaks to the fact that the movie is good.
no,
It
yeah,
brings
yeah.
back the childhood wonder of, well, this happened and then this happened and
No,
it
for
was real
real.
cool.
Like there's like these like mechanical, like you can hear all the mechanical movements and like the weight of them with like the robots fighting and stuff. And in the second movie, they're
Hmm.
like dead ass running like track stars. I'm like, bro, what is going? What? That doesn't even make sense. Like, no, yeah, dude. Watch the first movie and then watch the second one right after. You're gonna hate the second one so much. I'm telling you. I'm
Yeah,
telling
okay.
you.
I'll do that. I'll double
Like,
feature them.
yeah,
That's kind of how I feel about M Night Shyamalan's little trilogy. Is that I would have totally watched all three of them, but I'm just so afraid of that third movie because I know that it's not good.
yeah,
I don't want
yeah,
to watch it.
yeah,
And I've seen the Cosmonaut review video, and he says it's bad. And if he says it's bad, I'm probably not gonna like it. But I'm
yeah,
probably gonna find little ways to like it. I don't know. It's gonna make me sad. I'm gonna like the movie, but it's gonna make me sad. That's what's gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. It's man. I hate when that happens when like unnecessary sequels and stuff because it's obviously just easily trying to capitalize on like a certain demographic or whatever, and that's just really stupid. It's like
I don't know.
whatever.
I think Glass was doomed to fail either way. I'm not gonna lie. It was gonna happen, but man, it's really hard to make a movie like that good.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no. Have you seen the Transformers movies?
The okay, so the weird thing about the Transformers movies is some of them I remember a decent bit. Some of them and like there's like a couple that I just like absolutely do not remember. Like Dark of the Moon I think is what it's called, and then like Revenge of the Fallen. I don't remember those two movies. I've seen them. I just do not remember them. But I remember the first
I
one. I remember the last
I
night, and then I remember
I
like I think the
rewatched the
latest one.
first one recently, and I liked it. It's not a good movie, but I liked it.
What do you mean? Sam was literally like, bro, what would Jesus do? And got to be on his side.
Man, that movie is just. I know Michael Bay can make a good movie, and this is just not a good example of that.
I probably need to rewatch it because
It's
I
I'm not. It was a I was a little bit bored, but I remember feeling good about some of the things that I do remember because I also watched those movies a while ago. Um, those are movies that like I think I want to watch with friends because I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy them as much if I
yeah
just try to raw dog them. You know,
yeah
not now. I might have liked them when I was a kid because of the cool car robots, but now I just like. I don't know. I need some extra spunk. I heard that there was a new one, the cartoon one that came
the
out recently. That
Transformers
was
one
really
that one
good.
is good. That one is good. Transformers one is goaded. And then they had a couple other ones. They had one where it was like I think it was like I think they're still working on like the future ones, but there's like a couple where it's like before the war or something, and there's one like after, and then there's like Nemesis Prime and shit. He's like awesome because he's black and red.
Hmm.
But yeah, the animated ones were actually I were pretty good. I actually thought they were gonna be trash because it was animated. But no, it's actually really good.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the live action thing is really on is really exclusive to the Michael Bay movies and everything
Yeah,
that followed.
yeah,
And those movies also don't really have the best designs in my opinion. I don't know. I think that the way they have mouths is really weird. I don't appreciate how they did that. Especially not in like that third and fourth movie.
I think
Yeah,
I think third
those
was Dark
designs
of the
are
Moon, right?
uncanny. I don't remember.
Yeah, Out of Transformers is that IP to where I'm just like I remember it, but like I don't remember it like I would remember a lot of other
They
movies.
all basically have the same fucking title anyway. Like
Yeah.
Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen. Let me look at this up.
There's like
Transformers
The Last Night, I
movies
believe, and
in
then like
order. Transformers. Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of
yeah,
Extinction,
Age of
The
Extinction.
Last
Yeah,
Night,
The Last Night.
Rise of the Beasts, which is
Yeah,
apparently something that came out in 2023, and then
that was like a.
the
It was
the
like a six,
estranged and
7 X
the
one.
estranged Bumblebee 2018.
Oh yeah, there was
That's the only one
Bumblebee.
here that has like a normal title.
Yeah, yeah. No, that movie was that wasn't that bad. The 2018 one. I didn't hate it.
Bumblebee parentheses 2018. It's the only one on this list that has a parentheses for the release date.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, no, these movies are cheesy as hell, and
Really?
not like intentionally.
Oh, they're unintentionally cheesy. Dang, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're
That's
not.
crazy.
There's I don't know. Some bits of it seem like they are pretty self aware, but others not so much. Like I don't know if it was three or two or three, but one of these movies, the Transformers are just straight up like bleeding. There's just straight up blood coming out of them, and it's like,
Is that? Oh, I didn't know that was abnormal.
no, that's not normal. That's not normal. Cars don't bleed, Fry Guy.
Well, they're like alien transformer things, so it's like I thought they would bleed to some
Yeah,
degree.
maybe they could do the murder drones thing where like they bleed oil, but that's not
Yeah,
what
like
happens in that movie.
I
They
thought they were
just
bleeding
bleed
like alien
actual
blood.
blood. They bleed actual blood. It's red. It's red.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was normal. I thought that was the thing they did. I was like, yeah,
Do
you
you
know.
think aliens would bleed red blood for a guy? Probably,
Well,
honestly.
no, but I guess I just didn't really think about it because I also remember when like Jazz was getting his ass beat by Megatron, and Megatron was like, he was like, "You want a piece of me?" He was like, "I'll take two," and it rips him in half, and I didn't see any blood in that, so I guess I was tripping.
I don't remember which movie it is, but I know it's
That was
either
the
the
first
second one or
one.
the third one. Oh, was that the first
I
one?
thought if you're talking about Jazz's death, it's the first one.
No, I meant like the blood in the
Oh,
second. It's either the second or the third me. I don't know which one it is, but one of these movies is like really skirting the lines of the amount of violence that is allowed in a PG-13 film.
no, dude, I love the one. I think it's the fourth movie. I think it's Age of Extinction where it has sent. No, I think it might be the one before that. The one with Sentinel Prime. Uh, and then they like how he's
At
evil
this
and
rate,
stuff.
you know more about the Transformers movies than I do, because
I know like bits and pieces. I remember like bits and pieces and like funny. Like one of the
all
funniest moments to me
all I
was like,
remember, I'm gonna be real. Most of what I remember from these movies is Bumblebee pissing on the fucking
dude, I remember
executive guy in
that.
the
I
first
remember that. I
movie.
remember that. That was crazy.
Stop lubricating the man.
No, that's why I'm like, how? That's I guess that's what made it confusing as to why they couldn't bleed. I'm like, bro, he literally peed on somebody, so it was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he peed oil, so
yeah, that makes sense. But I remember the scene with Sentinel Prime when it was like towards the end of the movie. Sentinel Prime was cooked. All right, he was done. His plan foiled. All right, the evil guy lost. All right, and then Optimus brought out his rifle, and then he was like right behind him. But like Sentinel Prime couldn't turn around because he was on the ground, and I think he had his foot on his back. And he was like, "No, Optimus!" And then bro got his head blown off right after. I thought that was so funny for some reason. It's so crazy. Like, dang, Optimus is a menace, bro. That bro did not care.
gang shit, bro.
No, literally gang shit, dog. He said, "No, Optimus." Then boom, got his shit blown
Just
off.
put a fucking cap in his head.
Bro, put Sentinel on a t-shirt, bro. He's done. I don't know why that was so funny to me. It shouldn't be. I don't know. I guess it's because it's hard as hell, but also because it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. It's like cool, but it's only cool in that kind of, over the top
If
sense.
Sentinel would have shut up, it would have been like cool, cool. But like because he had to like kind of plead for his life before, for some reason it made
No,
it funny.
Optimus.
Boom. I don't know. For some reason that was so funny to me when I saw it.
When did you
Uh,
see it?
Man, it was like years ago, dog. I don't remember, but I remember just laughing because that shit was so funny to me. It still is. I don't know why. uh,
Oh man.
yeah, I don't know. The Transformers. I don't know. I have fond memories of the Transformers movies. Well, if they're bad,
They're
it's
they're
it's
they're they're bad, but you know what? You could probably have fun with them.
yeah, yeah. Except when Ratchet died, that sucked. Jazz did deserve to die though. The fucking Pontiac Solstice. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Could
no,
have
I
been
don't
any
think
other
I've.
car.
I don't think I've seen the third. I think I don't. I know I've seen the first three. I don't think I've seen the fourth one. I don't think I've seen
I
the fifth
think
one. I know I
I
haven't seen Bumblebee. Um,
that's a fun little movie. It's not like
yeah.
world moving. It's just a fun little
Would you
movie.
say that it's like an airplane movie?
I think if you went and saw the feature in like an actual theater, you wouldn't be disappointed. Um,
Okay.
it's not gonna teach you some grandiose lesson, but you'll get a decent amount of insight to
So it's an
uh
airplane movie.
I guess, yeah, sure, maybe. I guess it's an airplane movie, but it's interesting though. It's not like it's not something to just have on as
It's
background
an it's
noise or
an
whatever.
airplane movie, but like a good flight. You know?
Yeah, an airplane movie on a good flight, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. And Transformers movies always remind me of kaiju movies.
You want a good kaiju movie? Watch Pacific Rim.
Yeah. If you want a good kaiju movie, watch Cloverfield, the first one, the found
I
footage
saw
one.
like I saw like 10 seconds of one when I was like 8.
There's a couple of Cloverfield movies, but I've only ever seen the found footage one, and that one's pretty good.
I
Um,
always thought Cloverfield was just a weird version of Chronicle, but those both were just found footage
you've
movies. No
seen
different.
Chronicle?
Yeah.
I love Chronicle.
Dude, Chronicle is crazy. When
Chronicle might
bro,
be like in my top 20 movies, unironically. Um,
yeah, Chronicle
I
is
know it's
insane.
kind of a fucked found footage movie, but it's so good. I love that
Yeah,
movie
I
so
saw I
much.
saw it when I was young too,
I,
so
I
it's like
wish I wish that the director and the writer weren't like low key pieces of shit because that movie is so good. It's just
yeah, that movie is awesome. It's
I, sh-
crazy how like
I rewatched that recently because I wanted to show it to CTAP and Mimo, and we watched that on Discord.
oh cool, yeah. I love when like the Lego princesses were just building each other. That was that was like, oh okay. That's interesting. Um then fucking Steve
Yeah.
gets annihilated by like a bolt of
I
lightning.
think I honestly think that movie's worst crime is at the very end when he like takes the cameras out of the building.
Uh,
Because after that point in the movie, it starts to lose the found footage thing. It starts to look like they were shooting it on movie cameras.
yeah.
And that honestly could have just been fixed with like an executional thing. Like if you just made it look a little bit more handheld or a little bit, you know, less focused on the characters, it would have been more realistic. But honestly,
Yeah.
I really do think that movie is like a 9 out of 10 movie. It's like a 9-10
Yeah.
for me. And getting a
Yeah.
10 for me is kind of hard. I don't give many things a 10 out of 10. 7 and 6 are usually my comfort score for movies that I think are just good. Um,
Hmm. Oh yeah,
so yeah, no,
Chronicle is
Chronicle's
good.
good. I love that movie.
I mainly
I
only
highly
remember the
recommend.
deaths.
You remember the deaths?
Yeah, that's what I remember the most. I remember the scene where like uh the car. They were at the grocery store parking lot, and then like one of them moved the car to the other side,
Yeah,
and like
that
the
that
old
one
lady
is
came
really
out and
funny.
was like, "What the fuck?"
That's the good thing about that movie is that it's just such a realistic depiction of what teenagers would actually do
Yeah,
with
yeah,
superpowers. They're not doing anything. They're not saving the day. They're not doing anything. They're just like pranking people and
yeah.
pissing
They're
them
just like fucking
off.
around. Yeah, literally.
And
I remember.
I really like the scene where he's like fucking he pushes the car off the side of the road.
Mm, mm,
That one's really good.
yeah. And then there was that one death, the first one, which is funny because the black guy died first. Got struck by lightning.
He did get struck by lightning. And the fact that he got struck by lightning is really funny. I when I first watched that, I honestly kind of expected them to fight, but I think I prefer
I thought
the
the last two fought at the end, which caused the
the
second guy
last
to
two did
die because
fight
he
at
got
the
that
end.
pillar shoved in through him.
If they fought, it would have been because that's another thing I like about that movie is how at the end it just goes fucking balls to the wall and everything starts getting destroyed and you
Yeah,
really it goes from pulling petty pranks on random store people to like actually getting a sense of how powerful these kids are.
yeah,
That's good, and I like how that movie has a really cold, kind of depressing ending.
yeah.
It's just raw. It's just a good movie, straight up. There's nothing else to say about that. It's a 9 out of 10 from me.
Pretty good
And
movie. Pretty good
the
movie.
only thing holding that movie back from a 10 is the goofy shots at the end. Um,
Hmm.
Honestly, though, most of my favorite movies aren't movies I consider tens. It's just
Yeah, it's kind of this analogy I like to kind of use sometimes. I get it applies to this, but it's the way the analogy itself is a little weird. It's like I like to say sometimes with certain things, going from a Lamborghini to your dream car, to where it's
hmm
like, a Lamborghini, it's like super fast, it's exotic, it's cool, it looks good, V12, right, stuff like that. But it's like your dream car is that one that like personally fulfills you, to where all the
hmm
imperfections are seen as perfections to you, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's
But you
like
have a different reason.
it's not a good car, but it's a charming car.
Yeah, it's just like it fits you, right, rather than just being the best for the sake of being the best. So I
Yeah.
could definitely see some people's favorite movies just being like, even though they're not objectively great movies, it's like it speaks to
I
them in
know
a
a lot of people
certain
who
way.
have favorite movies that are just straight up bad, and they
That's
like it
fair.
because it's bad, even in an unironic sense too.
Yeah, don't please
I
nobody
started
say.
like writing down a list of movies that I ended up really liking.
What's a bad movie
A,
that you like?
a bad movie that I really like. Oh
Yeah.
man. I used to when I was a kid. I used to absolutely eat up the Sharknado movies. There's a lot of them.
Oh, those are
There's there's a
brain dead
lot of
as
them.
fuck, bro.
They
They're
are
so
brain
brain
dead. They're
dead.
so goddamn stupid.
Oh, dude, I could never get myself to watch those. I don't know. I just never
I
have.
remember watching. I think it was a Street Fighter movie, or at least it had the title of Street Fighter, but it wasn't actually a Street Fighter movie. It was this movie. It was a goofy karate movie, and there were a bunch of montages, and there was this woman there. I remember this scene where there was where there was a woman who just appeared to give the main character something, and she had one boob,
What?
just one, and it was in the center of
What?
her chest. And it
That is
was
the
really
dumbest shit
fucking
I've ever
funny.
heard.
And then she just left the story for good. That was it. That was the only time you saw her.
It makes no sense.
Oh
Okay.
man,
Street Fighter bootleg whatever thing. I like a lot of cult classics like Real Steel.
Real Steel is
There's
actually good though.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that movie's like poetic in a way that like I don't think many other movies could replicate. Like,
Yeah, no, that movie is good.
um,
I like that movie. Let me actually look it up. I want to see what people have to think about this movie. Real Steel 2020.
it's genuinely a cult classic. You want to know an interesting thing about that movie?
7.1, 60%. Okay, people like it. Yeah.
So an interesting thing about that movie is the entire story, in a way, is about the guy. What's his name? Charlie? Yeah, I think it's Charlie.
The
Um,
boxer.
yeah, the boxer. Pretty much. like reliving his past, stuff like that. But the whole thing, with his character growth was going from uh, so at the end of the movie, I think they still ended up losing, I believe, when
Yeah.
Adam fought Zeus. Yeah. So but even though they like technically lost, the entire like the crowd, everybody pretty much like was loved. They were pretty much adored by the fans and stuff like that. Um,
It's like a robot version of Rocky, basically.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's just a poetic thing about that is that like it's the same with like the ratings, to where like a lot of the big movie critics didn't really like it, but it became a cult classic. So I
Yeah,
thought that connection was kind of
I see
interesting.
that kind of shit on Rotten Tomatoes all the time. Where like I'll look at the thing and the audience score will be like a 90%, everybody loves it, and then the critic score will just be like a 20.
Yeah, it's like
Now
it's
generally the scores are like a little bit tied together, but I've seen a lot of times where critics absolutely loved a movie and then the audience fucking hated it. And
yeah,
part of me wants to agree, and then I'll look at the actual audience reviews, and it's just genuinely like the most brain dead review ever. Like it's left from this old lady, and it's just like, I cannot believe they allow this satanic stuff to be on our television screen, and I'm just like, okay, okay,
it's like all right, but go take
okay.
your meds, all right.
I'm reevaluating what I think about the audience score. I don't know. Whenever I look at like review websites, I always feel like that. Same with Letterboxd. I see a lot of people who use Letterboxd, and all of the fucking movies they review on that are just like threes. They just like put threes and twos. And I think Jay Schlatt said this. Somebody said this. Somebody said that like if your Letterboxd is just full of threes and twos, maybe you don't actually like movies.
Yeah, no, literally,
You know, like
literally.
if
It's
you're
like
going out of your way to say this kind of stuff, maybe this isn't for you, bro. And usually I'd
yeah,
say the opposite. Usually I think people who criticize stuff are like the people who love that thing the most because it's coming out of a place of love. I don't think a lot of these people give a damn.
yeah,
If you're writing like one sentence reviews about movies and you're just giving it a 1 star, you don't fucking care. It's just
exactly. And it's just like that's where it gets to a point where it's just like you can't. You have to rate a movie objectively, not rate a movie that based on what you feel. Like
well, you
The
have to
Fault in
rate a
Our
movie objectively and based on what you feel, and you have to make the distinction between those two. You know, um,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's kind of impossible to do that to rate a movie objectively. But I don't know, all of the actually good reviews, and that's just probably why I like Cosmonaut and like other movie review people so much, is because they do make that distinction a lot, and they
yeah,
talk about how their scores are just for them, and how they like it when people will disagree with them. They like it when people go into the comment sections and make a weird ass movie their favorite movie, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um, I just like movies, and it makes me sad when people don't like them. It's just
yeah.
even
For the
movies
wrong
that I think
reasons,
are
of
bad, I
course.
will find. I said this, but even movies I think are bad, I will find little ways to enjoy because seldom do I go into a theater or seldom do I like turn the streaming service on and not actually enjoy my experience. And I
Bro,
just
watch
don't really know if that's something that a lot of people feels.
watch Pacific Rim Uprising after the first one. You will hate that movie. I'm
Okay.
telling you, bro. I am not even an avid Pacific Rim fan, but I love the first movie so much, and then seeing the second one when that came out was so dog water, dude. Oh, that movie was garbage. I hated that one so much, bro. It is so stupid. It is utterly trash.
I don't know why it's really funny watching you hate on shit.
It's I don't know, I don't know, something's annoying me. But this also ties into like Disney, and like their whole like wanting to appeal to the Gen Z males, which just hearing that annoyed me so much because
This is our segue into the next part of the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, because
This was our third topic, guys.
yeah. And here's the thing. The movies I really love are the movies that send a message, not ones that try to appeal to me. And this is the issue that Disney is going to run into. the more they try to appeal to a certain demographic. Because every time you try to appeal to a certain demographic, all you're telling me is we want money, we want to make more money, and we're just gonna make ourselves seem as cool as possible so we can keep getting money from you. And the more you do that, the more I don't want to spend any money.
Yeah. It's
It's
really hard to talk about this because I feel like a lot of people will take the idea of, hey, you should stop trying to make money off of specific people groups, and they turn it into like this whole political message. I see that on Twitter a lot. Is like people calling movies out for being woke or whatever. But on my side of town, on my side of the internet, before people stopped saying it, we called that queer baiting because you were just trying to make
yeah,
money off of that group. You're just trying to make money off of the gay people. You're just baiting them into buying your shit. And
yeah,
now that doesn't just apply to gay people. That applies to basically every group you're trying to like low
yeah,
key cater
pandering.
to.
Yeah, yeah,
You
and that's
can't
what's
like try and appeal to someone and then also not actually like do anything meaningful with it, like
yeah,
when Disney takes a character, like a popular character, and they turn them gay for no reason, or they just have a gay character there. It's not really actual proper representation, and you can tell it isn't
yeah,
because it's fucking Disney and Disney's
yeah,
doing it. It's just that, and so you can apply
yeah,
anything to that, whether it be Gen Z males, whether it be women. It's just at the end of the day, it's
yeah,
just them trying to make money off of it and not actually doing anything about the subject.
yeah.
And
Like
that's
one of the
always going to
biggest,
be ass. It always sucks.
no, literally, like Ironheart is just so garbage. I hate that show. I will never watch
Oh
it. Y'all need to
man.
kill yourselves. Whoever thought of that. That show sucks so much, Dick, bro. That show is stupid. Would Tony Stark be Tony Stark if he was a billionaire? Okay, bro.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's just
Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah. Hold on.
answer is yes.
Let's just go ahead and disregard the entire fact that bro went through an entire character arc of being a playboy douchebag, then getting kidnapped, and then had
I
to like use his genius to actually work his way out and get out of there, and then learned and actually grew from that, and then went from somebody who was just a billionaire
I
dickwad to
looked
like
up
somebody who
Ironheart
saved
in
the
hopes
Earth.
of I looked up Ironheart in the hopes of like finding the show, and I'm just getting this random ass like Instagram page.
Probably yeah. There's probably yeah no. Even Google knows it's
Nobody
garbage.
cares about this show.
Yeah
Uh,
no. That one, yeah, that show sucks, bro. It's so, oh man, especially, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, and it's
Here we
like,
go. I actually found the show. Yeah, no, this one is also a pretty annoying one because is Ironheart like how many comics is Ironheart in? Because I know she's in a couple of comics, but I don't know how recent any of them are. And I think that part of the reason this show sucks, I haven't seen it, so I'm totally take this like gallons of salt. But I think part of the reason people think this show sucks is because it just isn't really doing anything that made the original Iron Man movies good.
well, on top of that,
Tony Stark is a fucking asshole in these Iron
yeah,
Man movies, and the
yeah,
reason that his arc in the Avengers movies is good is because he learns to grow from that. But um, based on what I've heard about this show, that's not what's happening.
yeah, I know. But the bigger thing is like how they try to like constantly make these, like try to constantly like downplay and like absolutely ridicule the other characters or like the predecessors of these newer characters.
Yeah, it's
What do you mean
why are you
like
making fun of what I think is good, bro?
yeah, it's like, oh, you expect people to be like, yeah, you're right. Tony Stark sucks, man. This really talks about capitalism and stuff like that. It's like, bro, nobody's what? What are you
Yeah, he
talking
does
about?
suck. He does suck. That's why he's a good character.
Exactly. It's just like these. I hate all these shows that like keep trying to like be like they keep trying to like talk about like capitalism and stuff like that, and they keep trying to talk about like political issues. It's like, bro, I don't know. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
it's for me it's less annoying as much as it is just ironic because it's like I'm looking at the page right now, and just in the little corner is the little Disney logo peeking out, and it's like, this is what you are what we're talking about right now.
No, literally,
You are
literally.
you are the subject of this message. You're
Yeah,
just aggregating it.
yeah. And what I want to, and I want to bring up a couple of examples of movies that send a message rather than trying to appeal to a certain demographic. One of the
Uh-huh.
first ones is Monsters University, which is a prequel to Monsters
I've
Inc.
actually not seen Monsters University. I did
Banger
rewatch
movie.
Monsters Inc. recently. I haven't
Banger
seen
movie.
Monsters
You love
University.
Monsters Inc. You love Monsters University. Absolutely banger prequel. But I won't spoil.
People seem to like Monsters University,
Monsters University is
but
freaking goated. But I'll basically summarize it. The whole point of the show was just to depict that on how Mike Wazowski and James B. Sullivan are much better individually as a team than they are by themselves. And that is pretty much the premise of the entire movie. And you'll see that with like every. There are so many instances where they'll show that. But I do want you to see it, so I don't want to spoil it. But that is pretty much the
okay.
premise of the movie. Is just they work better as a team than they do individually. But whenever each one of them tries to take things or do something on their own, they end up failing at it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's a bit of a different mess. That's a bit of a different message. I don't think that's going to speak to the individual, but I think the message there's a message of the movie in of itself.
Sure. Yeah.
Another one is Fantastic Mr. Fox, and
Fantastic Mr. Fox is such a fucking good movie.
that
That
movie
movie is
is
fucking goaded.
amazing.
I love that movie. I love that director. That is
Yes,
such a fucking good movie.
that movie is amazing, and it really speaks about the concept of contentness and like uh, uh, you know, essentially leaving the kids table as many would say in like a Thanksgiving setting. I think there's a video out there somewhere where they talk about it. So I think it's literally just titled "Leaving the Kids Table." Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the big premise of that movie is just showing how he's getting older. He can't live those glory days anymore, and you know what is just finding new purpose in a new chapter of his life is like a really, really big premise of that movie. There's a lot
Yeah,
more
that
to
movie
it,
is
but
so good. That movie is so
yeah,
good. I love
Fantastic
that
Mr.
movie.
Fox is absolutely amazing. So and the thing is, these movies that I've seen. When I first saw Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think I was maybe like 5. Um, uh, so I don't remember when the movie came out, but I
I,
was super young.
I saw it way more recently. I think I might have saw it a year ago.
Oh no, yeah, I saw
And
that movie when I
I
was.
instantly loved it. It's just so
Yeah, it's
bizarre in
great.
like
It's
a
great.
beautiful
Yeah,
little way. It's just
yeah. Um, uh, yeah. It's genuinely a great movie. And movies like that, movies like Monsters University, movies like Pacific Rim. That movie doesn't send a message. It's just a genuine. It's just an objectively good movie, though. Uh,
it's just a fucking entertaining movie, you know.
yeah,
Sometimes you don't need to send a message. Sometimes you just need to do the escapism. And don't get me wrong, I think that movies that try to be raw are usually better than movies that are just trying to be fun and entertaining. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, Pacific Rim does have like a dark start to it. Like someone gets murked in like the first like 5 minutes, I believe. But well, first 10 minutes. But yeah, movies like that are just like they do what they're supposed to do really well. Those movies are gonna stick with me a lot more than a movie that's like going to just try to be like, hey, Gen Z like us, hey, women like us, hey, black people
hello,
like
hey,
us.
hello, fellow kids. That's what
Yeah,
that gives
yeah,
off.
like
It's just,
movies like what is it called, Madam Web, movies like Captain Marvel, all those like those movies are just so forgettable because they're missing the entire point.
Madam Web is such a funny little movie. It's so badly edited, and none of the characters get anything to do. And the actress in that movie, the whole fucking time, you can tell that she just doesn't care.
Yeah.
She just doesn't care. She is not trying to perform at all. And it's weird because I've seen her be good in other stuff before.
Hmm.
It's so funny.
She knows it's a shit sheet, but yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. That movie is a 10 out of 10. That movie is peak.
No, no,
that movie
no.
is that movie is so peak. You'll watch it and die laughing, and you'll
it's
want to watch
ba-
it again, and it'll instantly go to your top 10 list. It's so good. That
it's
movie is so
bad.
good.
It's bad when you walk out of a movie theater and forget the movie you just saw. It's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's how you know it's terrible. Those are those types of movies. I walk out of it and I'm like, what did I just watch?
You walk out of the door, you walk out of the movie, you get into the car, and you just be like, oh shit, right, I was gonna go to the movie theater, and then
Yeah,
like you have dementia.
like
Um,
like I want my $10 back. Like that was
that's
ass.
literally the only reason I remember Madam Web is just because the actress is so funny in that movie, and I don't know if she's trying to be, but goddamn, it's just she clearly no, she knows full well that this fucking movie is not worth her time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she
She's just getting the. She is just essentially getting the bag. Like that's all it is. But yeah, movies like that like really just try to pander to a certain audience, I can't stand because one you think I'm stupid because you're not even pandering properly. You're not even saying everything that you like I want you to say. You're just like you're making an attempt at doing so. And then two, it's like flailing $1 at a homeless person instead of flailing $100. It's like, okay, bro, what's $1 gonna do for me? But and then second, it's just
yeah.
like I obviously know your intentions that you're not trying to make a good movie. You're just trying to make money off of the movie. Same thing with the FNAF stuff, to where it's just like that was just a hype
Yeah.
film. There was nothing actually substantial with that movie.
It was
Um,
just kind of an okay movie and nothing
Yeah,
else.
and that's where I'm just like, though, when it's like that, that's where I'm just like, I'm off put. I don't like it, and I don't like to look into those things. So I really like movies that kind of send a certain message, and also don't like toss it in your face. You have to like actually think about
Yeah,
it.
you have to be subtle about it. You know, that's always a big problem is I think that's why it feels like sometimes Disney is like pandering to you in a really obvious way. It's just cuz they're doing everything they're supposed to do, but they're doing it in reverse. We're supposed to crawl up to this point of preachiness. We're not just supposed to out the gate have you banging your themes on my head, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like I don't know. It's just stuff like that is really annoying. Especially what is that movie? She-Hulk. Oh, that dumpster
oh,
fire.
that's a TV show.
That shows
I haven't seen
butt
anything about that
cheeks.
either, but
She literally goes
I
on
might
one
watch it.
tangent. You shouldn't. There's literally like, okay, at first there's like, okay, first there's CGI twerking, which is just stupid, like dumb. There's no reason. Um, but second of all, there's this scene where she crashes out on like Bruce Banner. Um,
CGI twerking.
yeah, no, there's literally CGI twisting. I'm like, all right, bro, you guys are done. You guys are done. Just go. Just leave the studio. I cannot do this anymore. Like, y'all just have to leave. Like, what is going on, bro? Why is Megan Thee Stallion here, dog?
Oh god.
That show is
Oh,
so
that's
garbage,
so
bro.
fucking dumb.
That show is so
Oh my
stupid.
god.
But there's this moment.
Sorry, just keep talking. I'm gonna be killing you for like the next 30 minutes.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm telling you, that show is so ass, bro. I can't. I was like, all right, bro, we're done here. I watched something else. I was like, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Ooh, I love my computer generated twerking. So immersive. Fuck off.
I'm sorry. Holy fuck. Okay.
This is a show about lawyers,
Okay.
by the way. Like, let's just make that clear. But
Oh my god. Okay.
no,
That should not have been as funny as it was.
No, it's this show sucks. The show sucks. But there's this moment where she crashes out on Bruce Banner. She pretty much talks about what she has to go through as a woman, being catcalled and all that type of stuff, and how she has to suppress her anger. And then she says this one line where she's like, she has to suppress her anger infinitely more than like Bruce Banner does. I'm just like, all right, bro, this is just so stupid because not only are you trying to like draw like political issues in with like the Marvel universe, but you're doing it so bad because it's like we all know like Bruce Banner's whole issues and all the things that he goes through and
You could
stuff. And it's
if
like,
they made her a raw character and weren't like a they didn't do the goofy comedy show route. I guarantee you it would have been way better received. It would have been so good. It
yeah,
doesn't even have to be a goofy action movie because I know that that character doesn't do goofy action stuff. But if you just tried to be serious at all, I think it might not be so bad.
no, yeah. But it's like instead you have to like downplay Bruce Banner's like personal struggles or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's like what do you expect? What is the who's the demographic that you like? Who's gonna be like eating this up? Like I feel like even the people they're trying to pander to isn't going to eat this up. They're just gonna see it as like stupid slop. Like I don't know. It doesn't make sense. There's like no
Yeah,
depth.
that's always
It's
the
just
thing that
a
people see right through because they know it's just they're just trying to make a buck off of it.
yeah. That's what I don't know. I just don't understand. I'm like man like Megan Thee Stallion is there at one point. I'm like all right, bro. Okay.
I'm not sure I know who Megan Thee Stallion is.
She's a rapper. Um, she also was
Okay.
twerking, but it wasn't
Oh,
CGI.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's all I needed to know.
yeah. Don't watch the show.
I'm oh man, but okay. Okay. Did we get through everything? I think we got through everything we wanted to
I
talk
think
about.
so. Do you have any examples of movies that have like pretty good messages that they're trying to send a certain way?
Um I don't know if you want to talk about people group. Oh, yeah, I did have a question for you. I was going to talk
Mm.
about Get Out because Get Out's legitimately a good horror movie that
I haven't seen
is
Get Out. I wanted to see Get Out, but I have
well
not seen
before
Get Out.
before I make you watch Get Out, I'm curious to know what you think about the Black Panther movies.
The first one I liked. Um,
Okay.
I don't think it's one. It's not the greatest, but I think it's a good movie that doesn't try to like encroach or try to send like too many. I mean, it sends a few,
Yeah.
but
Um
like a few
Black
messages.
I don't like Black Panther is really good, but it's just kind of like a okay movie. The reason I think it's good is because there is like a metric shit ton of subtext in that movie that I
Hmm.
feel like a lot of people don't recognize because it's a Marvel movie and it
Hmm.
is just for the Marvel audience.
Hmm.
And I think that a lot of the stuff in that movie that is bad is just stuff that happened because of the requirement to adhere to the Marvel formula and not actually stuff that the director Ryan Coogler wanted to do.
Yeah,
Um, and I feel the same way about the sequel too. Um,
I didn't like the
I think
sequel.
I think the sequel is a little bit worse, but
Yeah,
I still found ways to enjoy it. I
I
really
I
like
did
the
appreciate.
antagonist of that movie. Both of those movies have
Yeah,
pretty solid antagonists. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
I did like the antagonist. I did like the. I feel like they
Killmonger's
could
cool.
have.
Namor's cool.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done a little better to kind of like show how T'Challa passed away. Um,
Yeah.
they kind of just did.
The thing is, I have this appreciation for the second one because they got like halfway through production before Chadwick Boseman passed away, and
Yeah,
so the reason that movie, by all accounts, should not exist, but it does, and it
yeah,
does
yeah,
because everybody actually wanted to be there.
yeah.
Um, and so even though the movie is not anywhere near as good as the first one for most people, it's still I still appreciated it.
Yeah.
The Ironheart shit in that movie, I think, is also pretty
That
dumb too.
yeah, that was I was gonna say. That was probably like the worst part about it. I didn't like just no. That no, it's stupid. But Yeah, I think the movie as a whole is pretty decent, but there were some parts where I'm just kind of like, I don't know, didn't really hit the same, I guess, in my opinion. Um, I like I said, I wish they kind of found a better way. I think one of the best ways they could have done it was just the way that the Car series did with the actor Doc Hudson who passed away before the second movie came out, and just like
Hmm.
show that he passed away instead of like trying to have this whole thing to where it's like they're trying to save him, but then he ended up dying. It would have just been a little nicer to just kind of if they just started the movie and then like if they just started the movie with him having already passed instead of trying to do another have this whole scene
Yeah.
kind of
So
showing like
sort of like the opposite of what the Black Panther 2 did.
yeah, so it just would have been a little nicer. It just would have been nicer to me if they were just like if they already showed that he had passed away instead of just like they did with
Hmm.
actor Doc Hudson instead of trying to have like this whole scene where they're trying to save him because it's like I know the outcome already, so it's not really gonna hit the way you think like the way I guess they think it is. I don't know. It's just
Yeah. I can see that. That's fair. That's valid.
yeah, but
Uh,
I mean,
no, but
there were
the
definitely good
reason I
parts.
asked you about Black Panther is because Black Panther is a movie with a lot of subtext that people don't pick up on, and I obviously don't pick up on because I'm white as shit, and I'm so white that I'm probably the market for sliced mayonnaise. That's a thing, by the way. Sliced mayonnaise is a thing.
Oh, that's dumb as hell.
um,
Okay.
Get Out is really heavy on the racial commentary, you know. But unlike, but the thing is, Get Out, that's literally the entire point of Get Out. Whereas it's not sort of ham-fisted into the great Marvel MCU kind of arc. That is, it's just its own movie, and that's generally what Jordan Peele does.
Yeah.
Um, and I haven't seen many of Ryan Coogler's other movies. I have yet to watch Creed, but I know Creed is probably good.
I think
But
I saw a bit of the. Well, I think I saw a bit of the second one or a bit of the third one, but I liked it a lot. So. Um,
yeah, um, but yeah, no, we should. I think you should watch Get Out. I wonder what you'll think about that one because
yeah, I've seen Nope, which is a
I
different
think
movie.
Nope is a great movie.
I
Yeah,
love Nope.
I think that Nope is a little bit too surreal for a lot of people. Like I could
Bitch was
see a
scary
lot of
as fuck.
people
That
leaving the
hating.
theater and being like, "What was the point of the monkey, dude?"
Yeah, I think Logan Paul did said that. I think he tweeted that out
Did
when that
he? Did
movie.
he?
Yeah,
Did he
he got dragged
actually?
on Twitter for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, that movie is good, but that movie is one of those like you got to have it up to your interpretation type
yeah,
things.
there were a couple things I will say I didn't understand, like the old guy coming up with the camera and then getting himself killed. I was like, all right, what was the point of that,
Mhm.
bro? I didn't really get that. Like you didn't have to do that, but he did. Um, but I
Yeah,
would say for the most part,
no,
I liked
Nope.
it.
Get Out is like Nope if it was significantly less weird. Because Get Out, I think, is Jordan Peele's first real directorial thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it a lot of the themes from Nope are present in Get Out, but they're just present in a way less subtle way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I wonder what you'll think about that movie. I think you'll like it. I think that's one of those movies that exists to aggregate a message, and I think it aggregates that message pretty well.
Is the movie
Um,
itself about a message, or
Especially as far
is
as
there?
racial commentary goes. And then when we look at Disney, of course, they don't fucking do it because they are not actually interested in the message. They're interested in the consequence of the message, the very green, rich consequence.
Yeah, yeah. They're just like let's give black people that I know that's right moment so they can love it. Like that was a big issue I had with the Minecraft movie where it's just like they had that same trope of like the no nonsense black woman who just like
I don't
hates
know if I
everything.
can watch the Minecraft movie alone.
I'm not going to meet it either. And I think it's
I
because I've become suicidal.
I really want to do a Cunt Club movie night where everybody's unmuted and we can all just scream about it. I think that that is the true way to experience that movie, and I think that
Yeah.
might be the only way to enjoy that movie, unless you're like
Yeah.
high or drunk or something.
No, I think it'll be good if we actually see it, especially later on in the year, because when it first came out, a lot of people said that they did like it, which was weird. But again, it's the same thing with the
Well,
FNAF
they
movie.
liked it,
It's
but
the same.
they didn't like it unironically. They liked it because it was a fucking meme movie. It was not
Okay.
serious at all, and it was never gonna be that way.
Okay. Good. I don't know. I thought it would have had the same effect with like the FNAF movie, to where it's like
No,
we were
the
like the
FNAF movie
only
was
people.
actually trying to take itself seriously. Everybody knew
Yeah.
the Minecraft movie was going to be shit going in because I mean, look at it. Look at those designs. There's
I
no way that's going to not be good.
am Steve. Get out. Yeah. No. That. Minecraft movie. The fuck, bro. That did not
Minecraft
need to
movie.
happen. That did not need to happen. I would
No,
have
it did
loved.
not
I
need
would
to
have loved a
happen.
Minecraft film on YouTube that was like genuinely like that had no words and was just kind of like slightly horror based. That would have been nice. Something like
Yeah,
that. Like
I honestly, it might be a little bit cringe, but I think I actually have a better pitch for the Minecraft movie.
yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Just well,
but
I don't know. It sucks though too because it's I doubt we'll get another Minecraft movie at least in our lifetime.
holy shit, we've been going for an hour and 37 minutes.
Well, these
That's a
topics
long time.
are they're great
We're
topics.
passionate. We're passionate about these topics. We're
Yeah.
passionate about this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think we should title the podcast in relation to movies, or do you think we should title it in relation to AI? Um,
Um.
I think we talk about AI first, and I think we talk about it for long enough to warrant the title. But the rest of it is movies. So
Yeah.
yeah. But
Um.
anyways, we got to fight about something. It's time now. It's time now.
You're not gonna
I
fight
like
me.
sliced mayonnaise.
You're you're white.
I am white.
Who eats sliced mayonnaise? Wait, hold on.
Me.
How do you even like market that? Like, do you have like some regular woman in the back, just on the background of the commercial? Sliced mayonnaise. Try it now today. Like, no. Sliced mayonnaise.
It comes in cheese packages. It looks like cheese.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Have you not seen this? I have to fucking look this up for you. Sliced mayonnaise. Okay. Sliced mayonnaise is a real product, but only in Japan. No, I'm sending this to you. It looks like the cheese. It looks like cheese. It looks like cheese.
Only in of course, be in Japan of all places. Sliced mayonnaise. You know,
Well, now you know
what?
what
Ew.
sliced mayonnaise. It looks like cheese, doesn't it?
That's gross.
It it does.
Dukes?
It is
Duke's real mayonnaise? That's not real. That is styrofoam. That is liquidated styrofoam.
Hold on. I got another one for you.
Who buys this? Slices of mayonnaise.
We're
It's
now at
got
an hour
twang.
40.
It's got twang. I'm about to twang a 12 gauge to the local Duke's factory because this is crazy. It's got twang.